Unraveling 5 Enigmatic Folklore from Around the World. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel Unique Fact, the place where we explore the mysteries of the world and unravel fascinating stories. Today, we have something truly enchanting in store for you. We are going to embark on a journey to unravel 5 enigmatic folklores from around the world. Get ready to be captivated by the magic of storytelling. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more intriguing content. Now, let's begin our adventure into the world of folklore. Folklore are stories, legends, and beliefs passed down from generation to generation, often reflecting the culture and values of the people who tell them. Folklores can be entertaining, educational, or even frightening, depending on the theme and message. Here are 5 folktales that are sure to make you curious and scared. Number 1. Botan Dōrō, the Japanese tale of a ghostly romance. Botan Dōrō, also known as the Peony Lantern, is a famous ghost story that originated in 17th century Japan. It tells the story of a widowed samurai who falls in love with a beautiful woman named Atsuyu, who visits him every night with a young girl holding a peony lantern. However, Atsuyu is actually a skeleton who was buried in a temple, and the samurai is under her spell. When someone discovers the truth and tries to warn the samurai, he ignores them and follows Atsuyu to her grave, where he dies in her embrace. This story is a tragic romance that explores the themes of love, death, and obsession. It has been adapted into many forms of art, such as paintings, plays, novels, and films. One of the most famous adaptations is the 1968 Japanese horror film Kaiden Botan Dōrō, directed by Satsuo Yamamoto. Number 2. The Headless Horseman, the American legend of a decapitated soldier. The Headless Horseman is a legendary figure that appears in various folklore, especially in Europe and America. He is usually depicted as a rider who has lost his head, either by decapitation or by natural causes, and who haunts the roads or the woods at night. One of the most well-known versions of the Headless Horseman is the one from the American short story The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, written by Washington Irving in 1820. In this story, the Headless Horseman is the ghost of a Hessian soldier who was killed during the American Revolutionary War and who terrorizes the town of Sleepy Hollow, New York. He is particularly interested in chasing Ichabod Crane, a superstitious schoolteacher who competes with him for the love of Katrina Van Tassel, a wealthy farmer's daughter. The story ends with a mysterious chase between the Headless Horseman and Ichabod, leaving the fate of the latter ambiguous. The story has inspired many adaptations, such as the 1999 film Sleepy Hollow, directed by Tim Burton and starring Johnny Depp. Number 3. Jasy Jatere, the Paraguayan myth of a god who kidnaps children. Jasy Jatere is a mythical creature from the Guarani culture of Paraguay. He is one of the 7 sons of Tao, the spirit of evil, and Corona, the goddess of beauty, who were cursed by the god of thunder, Ongatupiri. Jasy Jatere is described as a small, blonde, blue-eyed boy who carries a magic wand. He is the guardian of the forests and the animals, and he has the power to control the weather and the seasons. He is also known for kidnapping children who wander into the woods, especially during the siesta time. He lures them with his charm and his promises of gifts and candy, and then he takes them to his underground lair, where he either eats them, enslaves them, or turns them into animals. The only way to escape from him is to find his wand and break it, or to challenge him to a game and win. Jasy Jatere is a symbol of the dangers and the temptations of the wild, as well as the importance of respecting nature and its rules. Number 4. Lerona, the Mexican story of a vengeful spirit who drowns her victims. Lerona, which means the weeping woman in Spanish, is a popular legend in Mexico and other Latin American countries. It tells the story of a woman named Maria, who was married to a rich and handsome man, but who was neglected by him after she bore him 2 children. In a fit of rage and jealousy, Maria drowned her children in a river, and then killed herself. However, as a punishment for her crime, she was not allowed to enter heaven until she found her children's souls, which were lost in the water. Since then, she wanders along the rivers and the lakes, crying and wailing, and looking for her children. She is said to appear at night, wearing a white dress and a veil, and to snatch away any child who resembles her own, or any man who reminds her of her husband. Lerona is a figure of sorrow and horror, who represents the consequences of love turned into madness. She has been featured in many songs, stories, and films, such as the 2019 horror film The Curse of Llorona, produced by James Wan. Number 5, El Chupacabra, the Puerto Rican creature that feeds on livestock. El Chupacabra, which means the goat sucker in Spanish, is a cryptid that is believed to inhabit parts of Puerto Rico and other Latin American countries. It is said to be a creature that attacks and drains the blood of livestock, especially goats, leaving behind puncture wounds on their necks. The first reported sightings of El Chupacabra were in the 1990s, and since then, many descriptions and theories have emerged about its appearance and origin. Some say it is a reptilian creature with spikes on its back, others say it is a canine-like beast with glowing eyes, and others say it is an alien or a government experiment gone wrong. El Chupacabra is a source of fear and curiosity for many people, who have tried to capture it, study it, or hunt it down. It has also become a cultural icon, appearing in various media, such as the 2010 animated film Scooby-Doo. Curse of the Lake Monster. That's all for today's episode of Unraveling Mysteries. I hope you enjoyed learning about these 5 enigmatic folklore from around the world. Which one was your favorite? Do you know any other folklore that are mysterious or scary? Let me know in the comments below. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to get notified of new videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.